Working as a dementia specialist made me become a better mother. Hi everybody, it's Sarah from Lucky Silver Linings, and this video is for you if you want to become a better mother too. When I worked with dementia patients, I got to see firsthand how the brain works and also how the brain deteriorates. And one of the last things that deteriorates in dementia is the emotional center. So when they don't remember who you are, they don't remember what happened in the day, they don't remember what they had for breakfast, they still remember how they felt. They still remember how you made them feel. And the feelings are so powerful that they held on to them all the way to the end of life. And this is why it's so important to fill our children up and be mindful about the emotions that we fill our children up with. It's those emotions that they hold on to. They might not remember how many times they went to the seaside when they were 5. They might not remember, how many ice creams you bought them, but they will remember how you made them feel. They'll remember how you made them feel safe, how you made them feel loved, how you made them feel supported, how you made them feel in their life, in their body, in their experiences. And this is what they will treasure for life. And I saw a lot of my dementia patients regress back to childhood. I saw a lot of those dementia patients get stuck in a specific childhood memory. And that memory was either beautiful, filled with flowers and roses and experiences with their mother and father or the people that are around them, or it was filled with fear and trauma and whatever was going on. They were stuck with those emotions. And although as a dementia practitioner, I was able to support them through those emotions, the brain kept taking them back to the core, which is the emotions of the brain. And so whilst my clients are thinking about their children and supporting their children into kindergarten, supporting their children into high school, supporting their children for the next 5, 10, 15 years, my job as their coach, as their healer, as their support, as their mentor, is to actually think in the decades. If your child's 80, what memories are they going to be holding on to? How is their experience going to be? What is it that they're going to treasure? Because those feelings that you create today with your children are the treasures they get to hold for their entire lifetime. So I saw different dementia patients. I saw happy ones that were having fun, that were dancing around, playing with bubbles, and they might have been in their 80s, 90s, but they were in such a beautiful, happy place. And I saw others that felt unsafe, they felt scared, they felt traumatized, and they got stuck in that. And this really gave me an amazing concept to realize how important it is to fill up our children with the right emotions, how important it is to focus on those memories to create that powerful foundation so that no matter what happens to your children in later life, no matter what happens, no matter what their experiences, no matter what their diagnosis is, no matter what happens, they have that foundation that they can hold on to, that they can treasure for the rest of their life. And this is why it's so important to fill your children up with those powerful emotions and just be mindful about what it is that you're creating. Be mindful about those memories. Is that a memory that your child can hold on to in the 80s, 90s, 100s? Whatever it is, just think of that. And that will give you that foresight to create that legacy now. Because the magic moment of now is here. You've got that opportunity, you've got that decision to make, and just think in advance to what you're going to be creating. What are they going to pass on to their children's children's children? And just always remember, you might be thinking about next week, you might be thinking about what's for dinner tonight, you might be thinking about a year's time, but I invite you to think about decades and decades and decades. What is your children going to pass on to their children? What is the legacy of love that you get to leave behind? What emotions are you going to give them a foundation to live a happy life, to create positive emotions, to build those strong relationships? What's the legacy that you would like to leave behind? What is the legacy of love that you get to create today that your child gets to treasure for the rest of their life? What legacy of love are you creating today that your child gets to treasure for the rest of their life? What seeds of emotions are you planting that will blossom through the rest of their life? What relationship template have you given them What attachment style do they have? What is that foundation for happiness, for well-being, for strength, for resilience that they get to carry with them for the rest of their life? Because you only get one chance to raise your children. You only get one chance to make an impact, to make that difference. They're only 5 once, they're only 6 once. They don't go back in time. So those moments are to be treasured. Those moments matter. And they grow up so fast. So this is your invitation to just plant beautiful seeds in their mind, to plant beautiful seeds of happiness, of joy, of all the wonderful things that you want them to treasure. Because working as a dementia specialist, I helped them all the way to the end of life. I was there in their very last days, and I saw the emotions that were planted from their parents in their own childhood. And I realized something powerful, and this is what changed my whole perspective of motherhood. Those magical moments in the early years, right from the day they're born, right from the time you're pregnant, those memories matter, because I saw them at the end of their life, reliving those moments, re-experiencing those emotions, re-experiencing that connection with their parents 80, 90, 100 years later. So encode those beautiful, amazing emotions in their brain, because that's what the legacy of love is. This is the movement that I'm creating, is inspiring mothers and fathers to create this legacy of love, because I can see the difference, I can see the impact. And I was working with some amazing people that struggled with dementia, but they were the happiest people I knew. So I invite you to make sure that you're planting the right seeds, do it mindfully, and don't worry about the details. Don't worry about how many ice creams you gave them, whether it was the most expensive ice cream, whatever it was. Don't worry about all the details and making it extravagant. The idea is that it's the magical moments that plant the seeds of the emotions. So how happy is your child today? How much do they laugh today? How much joy did they have? It doesn't have to be big. Jump on the sofa for a minute, dance to a happy song, go for a walk in nature, whatever it is. Every single memory that you are creating is planting a seed that they will treasure, and they will hold on to, and they will carry with them all the way to the end of life. So don't just think about tomorrow. Don't just think about next week. Don't just think about next year or their next birthday. I invite you to think about decades and decades and decades ahead, because that's the foundation that you get to create today. So I really hope this video has helped, because this perspective really changed my whole perspective on motherhood, because I saw it from the end of life. And now I have the beautiful gift of planting all these seeds for my son. What a blessing, what a gift of hindsight, knowing that these seeds can blossom, can keep him safe, can keep him held, can keep him feeling comforted, feeling the love, feeling the joy. And that can continue throughout his entire life. And that's the legacy that I want to leave behind, because, you know, a lot of my clients are building incredible businesses. They are changing the world. Like, it just blows my mind how much of an impact they're creating in this world. Their businesses are thriving. They're just creating such a better world. But I always remind my clients to also focus on the legacy of love. And the legacy of love is in those beautiful or extraordinary moments, in those ordinary moments that you make extraordinary by adding all those beautiful, amazing emotions, experiences. And it doesn't even have to take more time. It's just about being present with the time that you have. It's about connecting to your motherly instincts so that you can be present, so that you know exactly what activity your child needs. You know exactly what emotion your child needs. You know exactly what form of communication your child needs, and that builds up the foundation for your legacy of love. So I love doing this work with my clients, because I can see the impact. The relationships grow so much, the power, and I get text messages about the beautiful happy memory that they made, a beautiful magical moment that they created, and the child and the mother co-create this beautiful tapestry of memories that they both get to treasure for life. And I get to have all these messages, and then at the end of the program I send my clients all the different beautiful magical moments that they have, and it's like a beautiful scrapbook that they can keep in their heart, and they can treasure that for years, for decades to come, all the way to the end of life. So it's not just about conceiving the baby, it's all the way seeing their future, giving them the best foundation for the best life that they can ever imagine. And just think, every single tradition, every single experience has the potential to be passed on to their children's children's children. So we're actually, the legacy of love is just creating a better world for you, for your children, and for generations to come. So this is why I'm so excited about my work. I have amazing clients that have such successful entrepreneurs, and when they combine that with successful motherhood and mindful motherhood and being like conscious parenting, they are unstoppable. And that's how we make a better world. That's how we radiate massive love into the world. And this is how we change everything. So I'm really grateful that you watched this video all the way to the end. I hope you've learned something, taken something, and maybe this has changed your perspective of motherhood. Don't just think about the now, think about decades ahead. Give them the amazing foundation that they can fall back on. So even at the last days of their life, they can hold on to that love, that security, that safety, that resilience, and everything above. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you also want some help and some tips and some ideas about leaving a legacy of love through your children, contact me. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you love this video, give me an amazing heart, and please share some comments, because I have got so much to share with you. Sending you so much love, lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye for now.